Well, folks, it's a good week to be quarantined. Hello, and welcome to another episode of This Week's Games, my video series where I take a week and I tell you what video games are coming out in that week, and I try to mix a little humor in there, because if there's two things we need with this coronavirus going around, it is A, video games, and B, a little bit of laughter. So let's get into it. Quickly before we get started, I would like to advertise I do have this single roll of toilet paper here that will be for sale, so leave a comment at the end of the video if you are interested. I'm just going to leave it right here for you to think about. Anyway, let's get into the week. This week we are going to be looking at March 16th through the 22nd. There aren't a ton of things coming out this week, but there are some doozies, so let's get started. The first of two release days is March the 17th. This year's entry of MLB The Show will be coming out on March 17th. That's MLB The Show 20. That is the yearly installment of the popular baseball game franchise. I don't normally play sports games, but with these videos, I feel like I have to cover all my bases. Well, as it turns out, looks like there's another baseball game coming on March the 17th, RBI Baseball 20. That's a new release coming to these platforms here. I wish I would have known there was another baseball game coming out on March the 17th. Otherwise, I would have had another baseball joke in the bullpen.
This ball is crushed.
I don't typically cover a lot of Stadia stuff, but The Division 2 is coming to Stadia on March the 17th as well. You guys let me know if you care about Stadia. Stadia is not that big of a thing for me. I kind of prefer owning my games, so I'm not a big Stadia guy, but if Stadia is your thing, let me know if you want me to keep telling you what's coming to Stadia as well. But Division 2 coming to Stadia, so come join me in New York and Washington, D.C. to shoot them bad boys. And now, for what is arguably the biggest day in video gaming of 2020 so far. Yes, Mr. Nook, I'm kind of in the middle of something here. But the lumber... I'm only 5 or 6 days behind on the bill, sir. I promise I'm good for the money, I swear. I'll pay you for the lumber, I promise. Oh, so you're gonna come repo my house over 5 days of being back on a bill? You know what, why don't you just come try to take it, Mr. Nook? After a very long wait, the Animal Crossing entry for the Nintendo Switch, Animal Crossing New Horizons, will be coming out on March the 20th. You're going to be playing as a villager, you're going to be building up your very own private island, where you'll make your own personal paradise, where you'll build homes and hang out with your fellow villagers and everything. It's going to be a blast. And honestly, it's going to be a good game to play if we're going to all be quarantined to our homes, stuck inside, with no toilet paper. I guess it's really a shame that video games don't come with manuals anymore. Another release on March the 20th is going to be Doom 64. This is going to be a re-release to all these consoles of the 1997 original release of Doom 64, which is the Nintendo 64 Doom game that was meant to be a sequel to Doom 2. Rumor has it that this release is actually going to have an extra chapter with some extra lore, so if you'd like to see what hell was like in 1997, buy this game. The final big release for March the 20th and this week is going to be Doom Eternal. I've waited a while for this, I'm very excited. Doom Eternal is the sequel to the extremely successful reboot of Doom in 2016 that we now lovingly refer to as Doom 2016. We're going to be making some great additions to the game. There's going to be a grappling hook on a shotgun, that's an awesome idea, as well as I'm pretty sure there's going to be some laser sword action. So I'm also excited for that. The demons aren't going to know what hit them. They're going to be fighting for their life against a man who's literally too angry to die. And I am ready to rip and tear some new buttholes for some demons. So there you have it. Those are the releases for this week. And we've now reached the point in the video where I'm going to tell you my recommendations for what you should pick up this week. Obviously, there's only one game I can recommend, and it's MLB The Show. I'm just kidding. There are two games I can recommend, and you obviously know which ones they are. First, it's Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've never been a big Animal Crossing fan, but I can see the hype. I see the hype moving about in the world. I see the hype beast worming its way across the landscape for Animal Crossing. I'm about to get consumed by it. I know that I'm going to probably pick this game up, and I'm probably going to spend some time in it, and I'm probably just going to be able to relax. Maybe I'll play it at work. All to say, Animal Crossing looks like it's going to be fun. It looks like a great updated game. It looks like a game that they've made a lot of cool additions to, so I'm excited to see what it's about, and I recommend that you check it out as well if you have a Nintendo Switch. Secondly, obviously, is Doom Eternal. Doom 2016 is a flat-out masterpiece. It is exactly what it sets out to be. It's not too serious, it's not too goofy, and it is about killing demons, and it feels good to kill demons, and it's a great, well-made game. Doom Eternal, I don't think is going to be any different. Especially, we're going to be able to have that grappling hook with the shotgun. We're going to cut people in half with laser swords. There's really cool multiplayer components that I don't fully understand, but I think they're going to be cool, where you invade each other's like playthroughs of the game. It's just going to be great. We're going to rip and tear. There's going to be heavy metal music. It's just going to be a blast of things to do. So if you're quarantined and you're stressed out, Doom Eternal is what you need to be playing to just work that stress out. Just kill stress. Just kill it. Alright, that was me doing that. So I'll see you in the Doomscape. Well, that about does us here for this week's games. I would like to also make mention again that this toilet paper roll is for sale, but throughout the course of the video the price has gone up, so the price you see is going to be what is the low ball, and we'll haggle from there. But if you're interested in this roll of toilet paper, be sure to leave a comment and we'll discuss it. Finally, let me do a few plugs here. You can find a link to our Discord channel in the description below. You can find a link to my Twitter in the description below, and you can find a link to the Twitch channel in the description below. All of these places are fun places to hang out with me, as well as other people who like to hang out in the Tank Town sphere. So I hope that you will click some of those and hang out with us in the future. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope that you will remember these two things: A, that I love you very much, and B, that you should go play some video games. And stay healthy out there, folks. Hi, Tom. I'm just kind of calling, leaving this voicemail first to apologize for kind of speaking ill to you earlier. You know, you're right. You are a businessman, and it means something to pay bills on time. So I'm going to do my best to do that in the future. I just asked if you would give me just maybe 1 day extension on this one. Times are tight. Yeah, I just wanted to apologize. And I don't think any more threatening phone calls or letters will be needed. And I certainly don't think you'll need to send anybody to my house to harm my wife or anything like that, like was mentioned in the voicemail. So, like I said, I'm calling to apologize, and I'll get that money to you as soon as possible. Bye-bye.